Hey guys! So today I'm going to be giving you tips on becoming a minimalist. Now these tips are for people who are already minimalist as well, and people who are just starting their minimalist journey. If you guys haven't seen my last video, it was about minimalism and what it is to me. I will link that down below for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. This list is mainly towards clothing items, because that seems to be the biggest issue for a lot of people. Alright, so my first tip would be to find your own style. Because clothing is such a big part of a lot of people's lives, I think it's important to know what your style is. And something that a lot of people do is that they tend to buy a lot of different clothes because they don't necessarily know what their style is or like what exactly they like. So they just end up buying like a bunch of random clothes that don't go together, and then that's how clutter starts to happen in your life. And I have a hair in my mouth. I think it's important to focus on that first before you even try anything like Capsule Wardrobes, Project 333, all that good stuff. To do this, you can try shopping secondhand stores, and this is a good way of experimenting while still being sustainable and not being a pain in the ass to the environment. And if you don't like what you bought, you can always redonate it or sell it online. Another key to finding your own style is kind of looking through social media and like Pinterest, for example. You can make your own board. For me, I have one that is dedicated to like the more minimalist style, like the aesthetic part of minimalism. So like black, white, beige, those kinds of colors, plus like clean like forms of like, how do I say this? They look very simple. And then I have another board which is dedicated to like more urban style, like streetwear, that kind of stuff, because I'm also into that. You don't have to necessarily like be stuck to one style specifically, but if you can combine the styles that you like into one unique one that is your own, then that would be ideal, and that will really help you out when you're trying to create like a capsule wardrobe, for example. So my next tip would be to try Project 333. This is specifically for clothes again. Project 333 is where you have 33 items, or clothing items I should say, for 3 months. And these 3 months can be for spring and summer, or it can be for fall and winter. With Project 333, you pick out 33 items from your current closet. What I would recommend is picking out like the pieces that are your absolute favorite pieces and kind of styling your closet around those pieces. For example, I have this yellow dress that I absolutely love, and that's what I based my summer and spring wardrobe out of. Also, like this one shirt that I have, it's white with a pink, like pastel pink sleeve, and then the other sleeve is like a pastel blue, and I love that shirt. So I also use that to style around, which is basically like what my closet looks like right now. It's a bunch of pastel colors. You don't necessarily have to purge your wardrobe like a lot of people do when they first start getting into minimalism. They start purging their wardrobe right away, and then they find out later that they took out the wrong things and they donated the wrong things. I think it'd be best to pick out the pieces that you like the most and then store the rest of your clothing in like a storage room or like a storage bin, somewhere like that. And then while you're going through the 3 months, if you find yourself thinking about a certain item that you stored away, you can still like go grab that item and put it into your wardrobe. I think that's a good perk about Project 333, that you don't have to necessarily commit yourself to the minimalist lifestyle just yet. Also, it's not like you have to have 33 items exactly like all the time. Like you can have more or less than 33 items. It honestly depends on you and what you want. And my next tip, which would be capsule wardrobing. It's basically like Project 333. You kind of pick out a color scheme for your closet, also You should know your style at least a little bit to try and do capsule wardrobing, and you only buy clothes that you absolutely love and that can fit with the rest of your wardrobe. With capsule wardrobing, I found that it's a lot easier for me to tell whether or not I really like a piece of clothing. When I go shopping sometimes, I will see something and I'll just be like, oh, that's cute, and then I'll try it on and it looks good, but like I don't love it. If you buy clothes just because you like them kind of, then you're gonna have a closet full of clothes that you don't really love and you don't really want to wear. Which is why a lot of people have this issue of not being able to create wardrobes outfits in the morning. They can't make outfits in the morning because they pick out clothes that they don't actually like. Capsule wardrobing is if you want to have an easier time making outfits in the morning, if you want like a more streamlined wardrobe, if you want to avoid a cluttered closet, if you want to save money, because when you have a capsule wardrobe, you don't really feel like you need to buy clothes as much because you have everything that you love. Oh, and another thing, don't buy clothes just because they're cheap. Like if you buy something just because it's cheap and then you find out that it doesn't go with your closet at all, you can't wear it. So you basically just wasted money. Even though it wasn't like that much, you still wasted money on something that you're not gonna use. My next tip, which also applies to clothing and I guess like other household items, when you buy something, ask yourself a lot of questions. So I have a little list here of questions that you should ask yourself. First, how many times will I use this? Is it good quality? If it's clothing, is it just a trend that I want to try out? Does it go with the rest of my wardrobe? And then think to yourself of like 3 to 5 outfits that you can make with this piece of clothing. So just asking yourself questions like these ones will really help you narrow down whether or not you actually need this piece in your wardrobe or whether or not you just want it. My 5th tip would be to spend time with your loved ones or spend your time on a hobby. So for me, I have been trying to spend more time on my YouTube channel as well as on my health. When you spend time with other people, you tend to not think about the more unimportant stuff. So those are all my tips, and I hope you guys got something out of this. If you didn't, I'm really sorry for wasting your time. If you guys have any more questions about minimalism, just comment down below with your questions and I will answer them. Also, if you guys have any video suggestions, go ahead and comment those down below too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!